All right, I'm not the vlogging kind of person here, so I'm hopefully doing this right. I haven't made a video in a while because I've been building a disc golf course. So my little club here, well, I shouldn't say mine, it's our club. We've been kind of working on this for a while. I did a proposal back January of this year with the city, and they approved it, so we've been working on that. And I wasn't really planning to make this video, but sitting here recording me unboxing the stuff for liability reasons, because I've done this before. You know, if there's an accident or something like that, something's damaged, if you have it on video that you're unboxing and it's damaged, it's, you know, generally a good way to do it, because then that takes the proof of burden off of you. So yeah, I've got some baskets here. I've got a little bit of trash. These are all the poles and the pull sleeves. These are the Launchpad Pros from MVP, and I've got orange black coral portals. I was thinking about it, and I don't think there's a basket review online of the MVP basket and the MVP basket setup. So I'm gonna bust one of these out and put it together, because I've got a portable stand as well, so we're gonna build that. We'll talk about the sleeves and stuff too, so I'm gonna give kind of like a partial review, not necessarily on basket performance. The last time I played on MVP baskets was at Hunt's Hideaway. Oh goodness, the last time we did Gyropalooza. And then I played on the old MVP baskets at Marlette, and I really like the old MVP baskets at Marlette. So the reason that I went with MVP for my baskets and my tee pads isn't necessarily because I'm an MVP fan. I do like MVP discs, but I can order the tee pads, the turf tee pads, and I can order the baskets from one place. And I will say this, I know I was a total pain in the ass to them. I wasn't intentionally being a pain in the ass. It's not my money. The city's paying for the baskets, so I'm using somebody else's money, so it was a little bit stressful on my part. And they were absolutely great about dealing with me. We got that all taken through, and it just got delivered here about 40 minutes ago, so I've just kind of been piecing on it. So let me set up the camera over here, and we're gonna pull one of these baskets out, and we're gonna try to figure out what we're doing and take a look at it, because their sleeves are definitely different than the other brand's sleeves, so I'll give you a close-up look of those too once we get done building the baskets. Let's do that. I'm gonna give you guys like some of the flat honest truth about this, because I do work for another YouTuber. I understand why he has a cameraman, and I mean, there's a lot of us disc golf guys out there that do content and we're filming by ourselves. I understand your struggles. It's a good reason for us to, like, I don't know what that is, do things together with content, because that gives us a cameraman. Not everybody's fortunate enough to be able to afford a cameraman, because I don't make any money off these videos. This is not a video sponsored by MVP by any means. None of this was free from MVP. The city paid for all of this. We're putting in the course as a club. Cameraman, as a cameraman, the struggle is real, because I'm over here like trying to frame this up, and it sucks. So let's get this down here a little bit. All right, let's get one of these bad dudes out. I had to move a couple. MVP baskets we don't have any here in Nashville. And we're double boxed. That's kind of cool. Oh wow, that's some secure packing. That's good to see. I am a packing nut. I like seeing good packing. All right, let's cut down the side of our box here. Get this other box out of the box. I didn't know I was going to be unboxing a box. That's a good start. Come on, stuff. Cooperate with me, please. All right, we're back here with box 2. That'd be what was that? That was Top Gun. Top Gun. I wonder why they call the missiles box. If you know, put it in the comment below. Oh man, the baskets are even orange too. I thought it was just the band. Oh, cool. All right. Okay. Looks like it's packaged all together. The packaging is fantastic. As you can see here, the packaging is pretty good. I cut the plastic open here, and all sorts of stuff in here. Let's get this out and keep going. All right, okay, there's our basket. Oh, we got some foam in here. We've also got a cap to protect that. That's good. That's good. I missed the trash. All right, and our chains are in a separate bag. Oh, goodness gracious, that's heavy. All right, so we got a bag. We got some accoutrements. Lol. They give you a little spanner and a little Allen wrench here in case you don't have any tools. Looks like some good stainless hardware. Socket head cap screws. Good stuff. Here's our bag with chains. There we go. Now the older MVP baskets had stainless chains on them. These are galvanized. I really liked the original baskets a lot, but I'm also happy that they went to galvanized. Galvanized seems to catch a little better. I never had any problems with the catching on the original. See, I'll insert a clip here of us goofing off at Marlette back in 2017 or 2018, I can't remember. 20-something people putting at one basket at once is hilarious. So the veteran baskets, we have veteran baskets here in Nashville, and I absolutely hate them. The chains, for some reason, don't feel good while putting into them. I think they're lighter gauge chain. If you're gonna get DD baskets, get the Patriots. The Patriots are so much better than the veteran baskets, and they're cheaper. We got a thank you card here. I'm pretty sure that's Mel Wiki. She's super cool. We got some basic instructions here. I don't think I'm going to cement those quite as excessive as that. So here's our portable tube. It's not as long as the other ones. It's got a cap on the end. That looks good. Just basic drilling. I'm an engineer guy, so I look at stuff like this. There's a little bit of burr on there. Be careful with your fingers. Here we have the full pull setups. I don't know if the poles are the same. I want to find that out. And here we have how they did their locking sleeves. Now this is kind of cool because you can set the set screw in there to keep the basket from rocking as much. My only complaint would be the welding right here. I mean, if somebody wants to steal a basket, they're going to steal a basket. That's what you got to look at. So this is the part that you cement into the ground. When you do your cementing, make sure you cover up the bottom with either a plug or some tape or something. That way stuff doesn't come up the bottom of it. And in the packaging here, you can see that they protected the main sleeve lock part in the packaging, so that's good. Then of course I got the launch pads under here too. So let's take a look at. Oh man, this is such a deep dish here. Let's go get a black hole portable and compare it. All right, I brought in my Axiom black hole portable. This is not the HD version. My only complaint about the black hole portables is the base is a little bit flimsy. Now, these guys have lived outside for 5 years at my house. The cap's missing, whatever. I just had this apart and took it someplace. As you can see, even though living outside, just a tiny bit of rust, that's not gonna affect anything. But look at the differences between these baskets. That's crazy. That's like some legit basket stuff there. I like that. So yeah, you can see the base of this one's a little bent up. Get the HD if you buy these baskets. They're worth it. They hold up outside. I just had this one apart. It hadn't been apart in 4 years. It's just been outside. I took it to the course and we were testing some stuff with it. So this is my current pile of mess. Okay, so what do we got here? We got a single wheel, nothing overly special. Yeah, this was an issue. This was an issue that we had with I think the portable Prodigy baskets that we had when we did MCO a number of years ago. Yeah, it's not B-roll, it's me in front of the camera. There's nothing wrong with a single wheel, it's how you attach the single wheel. And so the reason that I'm mentioning it in here is if you're gonna be wheeling these baskets around the lot like we did for the temp courses at like Ravenwood, and I think Ravenwood was the only place we used the Prodigy baskets, and then we switched to DD as the sponsor. The welding on this is very important, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's bad. It looks like they tried to cover all their bases on it. I don't think it's how I would personally weld it. I'm not a professional welder, but I do know professional welders. And he was supposed to be here to help me today, but he couldn't make it. So, all right, we got some set screws on the bottom here, a normal pull-through screw, and I feel something moving. Okay, that's the wheel. Okay, so everything feels pretty solid here. It's just galvanized. I kind of wish it was painted, but you know, galvanized is fine. I only ordered one of these. I wanted to check it out. I wanted to see what their portable basket system was like, if the wheels worked good, and then when we do some of the course testing and stuff like that, we can use the real basket because we can kind of move that around and figure out some of the different pin locations and stuff versus necessarily always using the portable baskets. So we got that. Let's get this put together. Try to figure this out, I guess, here, because we got a lot of parts. So guess what we'll do is we'll throw this into a time lapse real quick because there's a lot of stuff we got to do. Okay, just a quick note here, looking over the instructions before I get started. This is about setting your pin posts in the ground. This is not about assembling the baskets. We've got a warranty registry on the other cards, so there's no how-to. So we'll go over that once we're done here. So if you get these baskets, then you'll have an idea of what you need to do or what tools you need to do if you don't want to use the provided tools. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that everyone's a dummy out there, but even experienced installers, I've done a lot of installations. There's a lot of times you use the wrong parts, so we'll see how dummy proof it is here. If it's just dummy proof, I'll just flat tell you it's dummy proof, but let's get it. We're going to get some fancy tools out here because I'm lazy. I am not going to sit here and use this stuff. Now, oh, that's cool. It does tell you that it's 13 millimeters. Why is it 13 millimeters? Is it seriously 13 millimeters? It is 13 millimeters. 13 millimeters it is. We're using power tools. All right, let's check the fit of this, because if we're going to use some power tools here, then I can get away with using their Allen wrench, then I'll have to try to find that. Okay, so we got all our parts here. I'm gonna use power tools. It's 13 millimeter, which is weird. Looks like it's pretty self-explanatory on how to build it. I just picked this up though, caught this part on my hand. I don't know exactly what it is, if it's from the paint or it's welding slag. I wouldn't call it, I mean, this is normal manufacturing stuff. This isn't like super finished product. This is disc golf stuff. We're not building a showroom. Over time that'll wear down. I can always hit it with sandpaper and just re-galvanize it with some like hand galvanizing paint. So that actually just might be hand galvanizing paint. I don't know. We're not going to worry about that right now because I am not seeing anywhere on here that should affect what we're doing. But based on the rest of this, now this isn't MVP's fault at all. This is on the manufacturing side. There's some scaling underneath of the galvanizing paint. So this particular piece of tubing just ended up being not cleaned up very well before it got galvanized. That's not going to affect how this basket works. I'm not going to knock them for that. Their baskets are very reasonably priced too. And you can see this is some thick stuff here. This is pretty good thick metal. It's not cheap. Let's get this in here, get some power tools going. I'm gonna guess that this is just pretty straightforward assembly kind of stuff here. Hopefully. There we go. And I'm just gonna use their Allen wrench because we're using power tools on the other side. Now, when you're doing stuff like this, don't just go full ham on the stuff. We don't want to go 200-pound gorilla. We want to get it assembled and see how it works. There's this extra set screw down here for a reason, and that's to help you keep this from being as weeble wobbly. If you sit here and you start collapsing this center post, you're going to ruin any basket or any product whatsoever that does that. So we're just going to snug that up. It's a little loose. So this has got some shorties in here. I'm going to guess these are the little extra set screws. That should tighten us up a little bit here and help us get 2 points of contact. This is another one of those things you don't want to just go ham on. And now that's pretty solid. And we see that in the frame. Let's move this down just a hair. I'm going to get a clamp out, and we're going to clamp to keep from having to hold that basket. Yeah, I'm here by myself. So let's see, let's look at it. We're going to be a couple inches below where the other hole is, so we'll just get her close. That way we can just kind of set her down here, and then that'll just kind of hang out right on that clamp. And then we're not going to sit here and fight with it. We don't want to fight with stuff. Now, when you go and do your pull hole style baskets, you're going to have them pre-assembled before you... Why did I say pull hole? When you do your standard baskets, you're going to put into the ground sleeves. You're going to assemble them ahead of time, set them in the sleeve. This one also has a set screw, so what that means is it's going to give us an ability to kind of tighten this down a little bit. I think when I do the assembly for my course basket ones, I'm going to hit those with some Loctite. There's no pre-done Loctite on these. The screws that you're getting with them are Nylockers, which is great, so that'll hold up there. But the standard set screw ones, I think I'm going to put some Loctite on them. I'm not 100% sure. Do I need to get an alignment bar out, or are you going to not? Okay, we don't need an alignment bar. It's just the hole's right there. I can see it on the other side. Okay, just a little tight. Just a little tight. That's good. All right, cool, cool, cool. We're going to grab our lost Allen key, which is over here. We're not going to go full ham on this. We're going to make it snug again. Now this drill that I'm using here, I can probably collapse that, but I think it's only like 15 foot-pounds is the max that it puts out. It's great for doing assembly work like this because you're less likely to just kind of break stuff. And I've got some heavier tools here, but one of the other reasons that we don't want to get too crazy is this is gonna help it solidify everything here. Every manufacturer's got their different design to help keep the basket in place and all that stuff. I couldn't tell you which one's best, because you're trying to use the most basic of supplies without having to have custom manufacture the poles, and they need to be close enough for tolerances, because not all your pull material is going to necessarily be 100% accurate in the cheaper range of things. And you got to remember, these baskets aren't like super expensive. So, well, we got the base and the basket on there. Let's try our wheel out. Not bad. If I had to roll this on the dirt, though, that wheel's a little bit too narrow for the dirt. So, but I think it'll be all right around here if I use it around the shop. But this doesn't go in the shop. This is in case we need some temporary stuff. Now, let's see here. I got a zip tie I need to cut. I remember when MVP came out with these a couple years ago, they had some new chain system that they decided to do. I can't remember how many chains these are. Oh, goodness gracious. I did not use my brain. Okay, that's gonna have to go like that. I'm going to get an alignment tool out. That's going to help me. All right, now everything's within reach, and I got an alignment tool. This will kind of help me get it set up here first, versus trying to get the, there we go, versus trying to sit there and argue this bolt through. That's what these alignment tools are for. That's why if you ever see the crescent wrenches and it's got the pokey bit on the end, it's because it's for alignment when you're doing stuff. And my battery's gonna die, so I'm glad I caught that. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out in the shop, so this is like a little bit longer than normal video that I'd normally do, but I want to show people cool things so people can learn. I like learning. This is looking pretty cool so far. I do see we have some chain kinks that we're gonna have to work out, but let's get the bolt in and go from there. Now this one also has a set screw style bolt on it too. All right, I got my bolt in, and my alignment tool is not the right style to chase the bolt out. So we're gonna have to argue with it a little bit here. All right, not terrible, not terrible. All right, we got her through. We got one set screw left and one bolt. So we have all the hardware we need to build the basket, which is great. Did my OCD do everything the same way? No. Don't tell anybody. Oh, there are all sorts of different directions. I normally try to keep that stuff straight, but I'm on video here thinking about shooting the video. I'm not thinking about aligning my bolts right. That's great. All right, so let's get this together here and get the chain straightened out, and let's take a closer look. All right, so we got this assembled. I'll give you a little bit closer look at what I was talking about here. Also, in what I did wrong. I was trying to make these match up right, like this, but the middle one I didn't do the same. We got a cap on the top. We got 3 rows of chains. I did not look up how many chains it's supposed to be. Everybody's getting more and more chains. Chains are floating here, so I guess that's not bad. I don't know enough. Oh no, there's 4 rows of chains. 1, 2, oh, there's 4 rows of chains. Okay. Chains seem pretty good. I had to break the galvanizing on one of them. That's just something to pay attention for, because when they galvanize stuff, galvanizing is a coating, so sometimes they stick together. If you're trying to redo baskets and stuff like that for your course, you can get your chains regalvanized, or you can go buy new chains. Depends on which one's better, but when you do the galvanizing, sometimes you got to beat the snot out of the chains to break all the links apart. Got this nice deep basket. Let's get a tape measure out and measure that. That's pretty deep. All right, so that's like 9.5 inches. That's pretty good. I like that it's squared sizes. This is more of a 90 here in this corner. Some of the baskets have like a flared out edge like this, and your disc can go in and go whoop, just right out the side. This reminds me a lot more of the old Lightning. I think they're the Lightning basket cages. Man, I wish I had an Innova basket to compare this to, because the Innova basket part is a little bit different. But now I do know the guys on tour, they really like the MVP baskets, so that's good. So down here we have our double bolt setup again. We got the straight through bolt, and then we got our set screw bolt, and same thing down here on the base. Now, what that's doing, if you look here, let's see, we're pulling the pole to one side of the collar and 2 points, and that's what makes it stable. If there's only 1 point and you try to squish it, then it's gonna weeble wobble this way. So we're trying to get as much contact with the pole at one time. That's what's gonna give you a basket that's not weeble wobbly. And this is something that's kind of adjustable over time as well, which is great. Now, okay, you're saying, what if this set screw, ends up wearing out in the pole? Well, take this bolt out, spin it around so it's on the other side, just turn the whole thing 180, and then you got a good contact surface over here again. So that's not a bad idea. Some of them have like 3 or 4 points, and they get wobbly over time. But let's go stick this in my front yard so everybody can look at it for a little bit. All right, so I wheeled this bad dude out here so we can look at it in normal light, and the orange is beautiful. Orange is A really neat color. Thought I saw a broken weld here. That weld is weld's all right. These are mass-produced items, but this is still something I'd definitely trust based on what I'm looking at here. If they were making stuff like this, like to the absolute best tolerances, we'd be paying like $1,200–1,500 a basket. That's not affordable for any consumer out there unless you just have money bags. Cities aren't going to buy baskets. Clubs can't afford baskets. So there has to be a give or take there. So the wheel did okay in the grass. Now, granted, I got zoysia. My zoysia is really thick and it's been pretty dry here. Just even though we've gotten a little bit of rain, everything is super hard. But when I hit some soft stuff, that wheel it tanks. So not really meant for that. I kind of just making a note of it. So let's get some putts in on this new basket here. I'm gonna back up here. Let's see. This is about that range that you miss all the time here. So let's see what we got today. Oh, look at that. That was a weak side chain catch. Oh, that action on the chains is pretty good. I like that. All right, and the Watt, which I usually struggle to putt with. Oh, right side chain catch. I'm gonna say that catch is pretty good because I just pushed all the limits of that basket there by complete accident in one take. I did not shoot this multiple times. The ideas of how they did some of this stuff in here to save costs is pretty neat. These chain holders on the top are just washers welded on here, which is pretty cool. I just now did find one mistake on the whole thing. So if you buy these baskets, make sure you look for it. Let me show you. All right, now I've seen this on other brands' baskets. This is something that can happen. Yeah, all you gotta do, get your pair of pliers out, which I'm gonna do this with my Leatherman. I've done this to repair baskets on other courses and stuff too. And this isn't MVP's fault. This is something you can fix yourself. This is gonna happen with any brand of basket. We're just gonna take that and we're gonna squish it together. So I will say, make sure you check your chains there because if this isn't, that can fall off and then you got problems. You can get chain twists. But everything else is absolutely fantastic. So there's there you go with MVP Black Hole Portal in orange assembly with the portable base, and I'll come back when we got the course going and give you an update video on that so you guys can check out a new course. And if you're in the Nashville area, you can come check out the course we designed and put together. Have a good one.